All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of the New to Retro Reviews podcast. And today we have some very special guests, people that I worked with very closely on Resurrection. If you guys don't know what that is, it is a Resident Evil film that me and everybody else got together from the Residents of Evil, and a bunch of the actors and just fans all in general came together to make this film something truly special for the 30th anniversary of the franchise. So I'd like to introduce both Annie and Cody. I think you guys will know which one is who.
I don't know, man. Sometimes it's hard to tell.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're both beautiful, so you know. All right, so I guess the thing to start off with this is we'll start with Annie. Ladies first. How did you get brought onto the project?
Gosh, honestly, I just remember I went to a retro gaming convention out in Portland, and that's where I met the Row Squad for the first time. I met Andrew and JJ, met up with Charlie, and we just hung out. I feel like we kind of clicked, and to be honest, I really have no idea how I landed the role. I know there were a couple of people who were vouching for me, but I kind of wasn't aware at the time.
I thought I told you that story. I'm technically the reason why you got that job.
And he's so humble about it, too.
I was like, wait a minute. I'm pretty sure I told you this story. I mean, all three of us, we don't have
like, if it were for me, you'd be nothing. Isn't that cool?
Now you think we look like a dick. No, look, it's been a long week for all three of us. None of us remember anything.
Yeah.
No, I remember because we originally Andrew had wanted to get some of the Power Ranger actresses from the early years of Power Rangers to come on to be Jill, and it didn't work out. And then I kept telling him, I was like, dude, my friend Annie Graves makes a killer Jill. She is absolutely amazing. She loves the character. That's who we need. And she was very excited to be offered the role, but she declined because she wasn't sure what was going on with her, and all this exciting stuff was happening with her and stuff and everything. And she, funny enough, mentioned you, Annie, and I was like, oh yeah, no, I know Annie. And she's like, oh my god, she'd be great. And I was like, I know, right? And so yeah, pretty much everybody was like, I remember when people started seeing the photos and people saw the movie, people were like, she was perfect for that role, dude. And I was like, yeah, all down to the no aging thing either. It was perfect.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm so humbled and still in shock and processing everything, to be perfectly honest. And I'm eternally grateful for Annie Graves and you, and I think Andy and a couple of other people who are really trying to convince Andrew and all them that I would be possibly a good fit. So it means a lot.
Yeah, no, again, we were happy to have you, dude. I mean, you coming on set with everybody else, we just all had a great time, and it was meant to be kind of a situation.
It feels like it. Yeah.
So Cody, yeah, because I don't know your story for this and everything like that. I assumed you were a guy that just showed up in the desert in fatigues and was ready to go, just some unknown who got cast. But tell us.
That is how.
Yes. Movie.
Are you sure? Because that guy really did kick me in the chest.
He did. It was great.
We'll stop milking the gag. I do want to circle back real quick and say, one thing, I kept up with the comments and stuff on the movie once it came out on YouTube, and one thing that everyone had their opinions, but one thing everybody agreed on, universally, was that Jill was casted perfectly. So yeah, you nailed it, and you should feel happy.
I am. I'm very. Thank you.
I know, you beat me. I was like, Nobody said, "Oh, Vaughn was perfectly casted." This character no one's ever seen before. Why is he so angry? His lips twitching.
No.
Anywho,
You did a phenomenal job, Cody.
I'm not looking for compliments, but don't stop.
So, but yeah, how did you get involved, dude?
It was a long, twisty road. I think it was in January of last year, however long it's been now. I saw that Row posted on their Facebook that they were just looking for temporary voice actors to do the animatics and stuff, the animations and shit, which I've been like bugging them for voiceover roles for a while. They were doing, I think they were doing a video game. I can't remember the name of it. I think it was Vigil or something like that. That was years ago, and they were looking for voice actors, and I was like, me. But anyways, I didn't expect to get it, but I was like, I'll throw my hat in the ring. So I just sent them some like emails, some demos, some silly characters that I've done in the past. And they're like, oh yeah, not bad. Can you read for Private Vaughn? And I think I did Vaughn and Griff at first. I was like, yeah, sure. So I did, get down, zombies, shit like that. Sent it back, and they liked it. And they're like, oh yeah, that's perfect, great. I think we emailed back and forth a little bit, and then about a month later, I think it was Beggy. It was either Beggy or Andrew, but one of them asked me if I'd be interested in auditioning for the actual role. I was like, oh my god, like absolutely, but you guys know I'm like Canadian, right? So if you cast me, you know, kind of gotta fly me down. Anyways, but they were like, yeah, we don't care, it's fine. So I did it. I was like, all right. So I took a couple scenes from the script, and I filmed it in my living room, like did like camera angles, me like throwing a lighter and shit, because I'm like, yes, that's cinematic as fuck, man. Yeah. They didn't like it. They didn't use the shot in the movie. It's fine. But yeah, no, and I sent those back, and yeah, they offered me the part, and it was weird, because like I didn't believe it. I'm like, why would they cast me? I was like, yeah, right. Sure, all right, let's go for it.
Same.
Yeah, and we locked in, and they started up the crowdfunding and everything, and once the crowdfunding was successful, like I went from like idling at like a 4 out of 10, like, yeah, okay, yeah, I'll try to get my soldier mood, I'll read the script a little bit. I went to 11. I'm like, holy shit, like I was working out like 2 hours a day. I'm like, I gotta lose 30 pounds in 1 month. I was reading the script day in, day out on my lunch breaks and shit, like fucking I forgot to eat again today. But yeah, it was just one small thing that turned into a slightly bigger thing, and then next thing you know, I'm Vaughn. So.
I mean, no, like much like Annie, dude. Like that's the other thing that I saw a lot from people, is that people were, really loving your character, because I thought that, like, your character was kind of based off of like Pierce from RE6 in a lot of ways.
I heard
Beggy
that.
says, yeah, Beggy says that it wasn't, but that's just the vibe I was getting, because here's another guy who has no problem like standing up to Chris Redfield, but like, kind of like clearly cares about him throughout the go of the film at some point, and I really just thought that, like, a lot of people don't like original characters in a lot of projects, whether they're fan projects or official ones. People just don't take to them because they kind of detract, or they just kind of take away from the characters you do love. But your character fit so well in there to be opposite Charlie as Chris Redfield, that people were just like blown away. I mean, like, from that, like doing the stunts, the acting, like, literally getting in like Charlie's face on set and stuff. I'm just like, damn, even I'm scared.
Yeah,
dude, I love those.
That was
scenes
intense.
So yeah, and I like the intensity.
Good.
I was looking forward to that, because I've been practicing yelling for so much, but like in person, I never raise my voice, right? But when I'm alone in my truck, all I listen to is heavy metal. So I'm like, man, I want to do this on camera someday. That scene was so much fun to film, though, dude. And like Charlie got really into it at one point. There's a couple takes where he got more in my face. He even like shoved me a couple times. I'm like, fuck yeah, use that. I'm like, punch me or something.
Make me feel something, Charlie.
Right. And that was another thing that I was just so like excited about, was a chance to work with all these, like, I probably should have prefaced with this with like, I've been a fan of Resident Evil since I wasn't even double digits yet, dude. I was like 7 years old, played Mario 3 and then Resident Evil. I still remember the fucking cycle I had going. So to have a chance to like share the screen with like literally people I grew up watching with, I'm like, yeah, I don't care what I got to sacrifice to do this. I'm doing this. I almost quit my job to do it.
Oh my God, I didn't know that.
I told him, if I'm like, well, for one thing, I haven't booked time off in like 3 years. And just with my position, if you're booking 2 days off in a row, they might be able to make it work. So to ask for like almost 2 weeks, it's never been approved before. So I just like called in every favor I had and just told them, I'm like, I'm doing this whether it gets approved or not. So you guys can either start looking for a replacement or you can work with me. To their credit, my bosses, my supervisors were super great about it. They're like, we'll make it work. We'll find a way to make it work.
Nice.
And they did, because you were there for the 2 weeks.
I know. I would have been there for the entire shoot if I could have. And I missed Annie's days, and I was so mad flying back home. I was so grumpy on the plane. I was like, I was mean mugging the back of the guy's seat in front of me.
He could feel it burning into the back of his skull through the seat.
Literally, I was like looking out the window, like, but like also like fighting back, like tears a little bit. So I'm like, oh, my friends.
Yeah.
So, okay, so I mean, we kind of jumped into that next subject right there, which was perfect. So for Annie, like, what was it like? Because obviously you've been a fan for years, clearly, and you were not just acting alongside the OG actors, you were coming into the like footsteps of someone who had done it before. Because, you know, obviously Roig had tried their best to get the original Jill to come out for it, and obviously it didn't happen, and that left a lot of people a little scrambled. But then you came on, everybody's happy, and then you get on set. Like, what was that like for you? Because that's some big shoes to fill.
I almost backed out.
Oh!
Yeah. It was because, again, Resident Evil Director's Cut was the whole reason why I got into gaming in the first place, and Inez was such a huge influence on me in my childhood and even into my adult life. Like, Jill Valentine was and is my biggest hero, and to hear that, you know, Inez respectfully declined, and same with, I think it was Julia Voth and Sasha, like, I still feel unbelievably blessed that I was even remotely offered the role. Like, it was such huge boots to fill, and I didn't want to let the fans down. It was my goal in life to make Jill fans proud, and I did my best. I replayed all of the games. I dove into the lore. I channeled my inner child growing up, you know, like, who used to fangirl over Jill, and I had so much anxiety on the plane ride there. I almost was like, let's just go back. You know, I just go back to Maine, right? It's okay. I got so nervous. It was a lot of pressure. It was absolutely a lot of pressure, but I'm really happy that I had you, Tony, to keep me going and keep me grounded. And, you know, my boyfriend, Ethan, he kept encouraging me and telling me everything was going to be okay. And so I had a lot of family and friends that was helping me get through it, because the anxiety was tough.
Yeah, no, I remember you just kept messaging me, and you're like, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know. I was like, dude, I chose you for a reason. You were perfect for the role and stuff. And you know, to me, that again, that's what was great. Because yeah, it's hard. It's scary because let's face it, online there's a lot of blowback for whenever an actor takes over like an established role and everything like that. But I think that the way that Jill was done in this, in your portrayal, I think there was obviously nothing but respect coming from you. And I think the fans, especially as Cody said earlier, just all the comments everywhere of everybody just championing you as Jill for this time, because we really never have had a bad person portray Jill, whether it's in live action or face model or voice, really. I mean, obviously the first series was, you know, cheesy for the, you know, it was because it was supposed to be. But, you know, all those people that came after, Catherine Disher, Patricia Jai Lee in RE5, and Carrie Walgren, who'd done her in Marvel vs. Capcom, you got to do that. And it's that universal love for Jill just keeps going, and it's awesome.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, because it was I mean, you know, I remember everybody just being there. And I remember funny little story from set. This was great because we all had such great moments on that set when we were filming with some of the people. But I remember you and me Ethan sitting in the car. Frank is, our transporter. He's in there, and I just remember looking at you, and I'm like, "Where's your gray hair?" Like,
Yes.
Box dye, baby.
well, because like Beggy had told you to dye the hair, right?
Yes, and it was no joke. It was the first time in my entire life where I had finally let my hair grow out all natural, and it was like down to here, and I had like this Rogue, like from X-Men, like this just
Yeah.
silver strip, and I remember it was like maybe a week, if not less, before I had to fly out. She's like, "Yeah, can you dye your hair?" It's like, okay, I guess.
Cool, because like that was like literally one of the reasons why I thought you were like the perfect choice. Because I mean, let's face it, a lot of people complain about Jill still looking very young, but women don't instantly hit 35 and then just start falling apart. Like there are like
Yeah.
women that like work. I mean, obviously Jill herself would work out, continuing to do because of all the bioweapons and zombies, everything that they all come across. That's why Chris did it, other than getting his ass kicked by Wesker in multiple games. But like, there's also like, good health and care and all that stuff. And Jill would definitely be in on that. And I just thought that, I was like, well, she's already got the gray hair. Like, that's perfect. And, and like you rock that look. That was the other thing too. I was like, and most women, I think, also do rock that gray look. I think that like society kind of like pushes them to beauty standards. They're like, no, you got to have like the dark brown hair or the black hair or blonde and that kind of stuff. And I think that that was perfect. I mean, Beggy was like, no, we're gonna have you dye your hair. And I'm just like staring at Beggy. And I'm just like,
But what about the silver fox?
Right?
I mean, she's gone through a lot of PTSD. You'd think she'd have a couple of grays by now.
Right?
But,
It's
okay.
lore accurate that Jill dyes her hair.
Yeah. And it's just hair. It grows
Yeah.
back.
Well, that's because, I mean, a lot of people I
I
remember.
don't know about that.
No.
Well, I know that a lot of artists out there were actually drawing Jill after the Resident Evil 5 game came out, and she had the blonde hair for years. Yeah. Obviously, she didn't really appear in any newer entries, but fans kept drawing her in newer outfits, like later on after RE5, and a lot of people kept her with the blonde hair. And then I remember seeing some art of people actually like where it was coming back and everything, where like her regular hair color was like coming back, and I always thought that was pretty cool that fans acknowledged that. Yeah, she went through a lot with all those experiments, and her body's just not gonna jump back. So I thought that was really cool that fans like really do. I mean, fans do love this character, because I feel that maybe, I mean, given the time period of when that game came out in 1996, there wasn't really a lot of like video game characters that were very strong women that were badasses. I mean, you had obviously famous ones like Princess Peach, and I think Lara Croft came out. I think Tomb Raider like came out. Well, Lara Croft, Tomb Raider came out in like 97. Am I right? Or 98?
I think they roughly came out the same time-ish.
Right.
Because I think I actually got Resident Evil before I got Tomb Raider.
Okay.
So Jill was my first real introduction to like strong female character.
Yeah.
Before that it was all very male-driven main character. The guy saves the day. The princess is always in the other castle. The damsel in distress. So when I first saw Jill's character, it was like, oh hell yeah, like she's badass. Like she could take care of herself. She could fight off zombies and all these BOWs, and she doesn't need no man. Like it was, as a little girl, it was very empowering, very inspiring, because times were very different back then.
Yeah. No. Jill was so spot on with how cool she was. Like everybody loved her as a character, not just because she was the easy mode of the game, but people were like, oh wow, because I remember a lot of people I met over the years that played RE2 and RE1 around the same time. They were always shocked that they could choose a female character. And I remember a lot of boys saying that's like, yeah, we chose the girls because that's like, people were like, yeah, we didn't have that, because it was always that
was like a brand new concept to video games back then.
Yeah.
And which makes me feel really old.
I remember choosing Chris because I thought like, oh, well, it's a video game and there's a guy and a girl and I'm a guy, so I guess I'm supposed to choose the guy. And I just got my shit rocked every single time. Like there was no, by the way, this is hard mode. There might have been, but I didn't read it.
Reading.
That was
Who
great.
reads?
Readings for suckers.
And yeah, so like going back to some more stuff on set. I mean, Cody, you got to share like scenes with like a lot of people in this, and I mean, like I said, you were like a main character. It's just like all the OGs and stuff, and Annie. And I think some of the coolest stuff I saw was that night we were filming at the farm, and like the stuff between you and Joe White, who, for those of you who don't know, that is the voice actor for Chris Redfield in the original Resident Evil remake on the GameCube. And those scenes between you two, like, you didn't miss a beat on your lines, and he just fucking gave it 100%.
Yeah. That was impressive. That was.
I remember saying during the rehearsal, I was like, all right, just so everyone knows, like, I'm not going to go full bore. I'm not going to go very hard on the rehearsal takes. And I still did. Like, my vocal cords were just, like, shredded at the end of the night. And I liked it because I had this deep, raspy voice. Is this picking up my voice? Because my, like, little line is flat. But you
Nope,
guys
I've got you completely.
Yeah.
Oh, mine's my flat.
Yeah, because you're not Zeno in chat, so that works out perfect.
It's pronounced Zeno, but
Zeno.
I wouldn't know that because I'm not him. Grace. Wait, you've played Resident Evil 9, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
That's what. Oh,
I
come on,
haven't.
Andy.
I
So we
haven't.
can't talk about it?
No, we can't talk about it yet.
spoilers.
Fake fan. No, just kidding.
Calling me out.
This is why I love
Seriously,
that
it's fake news.
I probably shouldn't do that.
Oh no, dude, I've done it on roast streams all the time.
Okay.
I think
A lot
there's
of guys would play Resident Evil 9, not me. I get straight from the mouth. It's fake news.
Why is that so good?
It's so
No,
good.
I'm like of all the impersonations I could do, why that one?
Dude, I mean, I can do a plethora of voices too and everything. So like you just wonder because like some you could just do it. You just pick it up. I mean, like, you know, I've done like so many. Like I used to do Cartman when I could do that and not kill my voice and stuff, and people would just die laughing. And you know that shit takes its toll on you. But it's so funny that like to be able to do voices like that. And no, like I said, I've done that stuff on Row and everything. You know, you know, it's just like we created the T virus, but we're gonna make the people pay for the vaccine, like, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, just random stupid. I've done it on my streams, roast
Beautiful
streams,
virus. Brilliant virus.
Oh my god, it's beautiful.
Cerberus.
Beautiful dogs.
Big, strong, beautiful dogs.
I think some of the other stuff that we did film though, I'm so mad I wasn't there for the bar fight. I wish I could have been there for that, but like Annie,
I missed that too. I didn't know you missed it. Oh man.
yeah, like I was literally leaving the time that Greg was coming, and I'm like, no. I was
Think
looking
of the
down, I couldn't-
pictures you could have got, man.
dude, I was so mad because like when I saw that finally filmed, I was like, dude, the photos from that would have been great because Annie, you and Greg have so much fun. Like the connection you both have in that scene and just throughout the whole movie, like it's straight out of the original game and how they handled it in the remake. It is amazing. Like you must have loved hanging out with Greg.
I did. He's a riot. I miss him so much.
Same.
It's just, yeah, no, he is just such a lovable person. I don't know how to explain it. Like, he's just so down to earth, so humble, you know, for being a legend. Like, he's just, yeah. And I think maybe because of his previous job, I think he was like a principal or
Yeah,
something.
He was a school principal.
Yeah, he worked in the schools. So, like, during that bar scene, he was just so, like, genuinely caring, and it just came off so authentic where like because it wasn't scripted when he held my hands. That was just something he like instinctively did, and he's like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, no, like that felt really organic like that. And then they got a close-up of it, and that's how it ended up in the final scene. But yeah, no, he's a riot off screen. On screen, he's fantastic.
Yeah, he is Barry. Like he absolutely
Oh,
nailed
yeah.
everything he was supposed to
Yeah.
do. Again, I was so mad I wasn't there for anything that he got to film with you guys because I was just like, God damn, like, oh, it was so fun, especially like that ending scene, like the Avengers swarma of like cheeseburgers and stuff. Like,
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, that's my favorite scene because like Beggy wrote a scene that fans have just wanted for years. We just wanted to see like these characters just be together and hang out. Like, and
Yeah,
that was such a great scene during that filming.
that
I
was so much
absolutely
fun.
love that
That was a
because
lot of fun.
like
Dude,
because Andy,
I'm
you
so
you had
grateful that even though I was a new character, I got to be a part of that scene. It was
I
so
mean,
dope.
yeah, dude. I mean, like you literally got handed Chris's Beretta, like the samurai edge. Like how did that feel? Like that's like a passing of the torch almost right there.
Yeah.
I feel like I overused the word surreal, but like, dude, I'm a diehard Resident Evil fan, and it's funny that you mentioned that because this seems to be a recurring thing among a lot of the cast is that like just kind of shocked we even got to do this like with the people that we did. And for me, it didn't really. I was so focused on trying to do as good as I possibly could in the role of Vaughn because I didn't want to disappoint anyone on set or any fans that were going to see this. That like I was so locked into that, it never really set in exactly what I was getting to experience until that scene when we were sitting at the table, and it was before we even started filming. We were all just like shooting the shit and just talking and having a good time, and I had this lovely little moment to myself where I just looked around at everyone sitting at the table. Chris Redfield, Rebecca Chambers, Barry Burton. And Eric wasn't there, but we don't forget Eric.
He was there in spirit.
Yeah, I had our Jill Valentine right beside me, and that was the moment where it like kind of set in what I was getting to do. So it's not caught on camera, but I got a little emotional for a second. So there's like a shot. There's one cut part of me going like, but then and for the show to end on Vaughn with Chris literally handing me the Samurai Edge, actual one by the way, so cool. It's just like I was so appreciative of it and so excited, but at the same time I was also like, why me? You know, like in a good way, right? Like, why do I get to be this guy? But man, I was just flooded with emotions, and I don't know how to process that shit well. So it was
it does feel very surreal, like going through all that. Because again, all of us that were there were huge fans of Resident Evil, and my stunt guys that I brought over from Power Rangers and everything, like a few of them knew Resident Evil. Eric, who like did all like the stunt choreography kind of stuff, he didn't really know Resident Evil, but he was the guy that I know that could have gotten the job done. Because originally, like I wanted my buddy Gary, who plays the villain in our Power Rangers series, I wanted him to do it because he's
the big dude.
Yeah, the big dude. Yeah, the jacked one. Yeah,
I remember him.
yeah, the fucking god among men. But like Andrew wasn't so sure about it and everything. So Eric had the team, which actually helped out a lot. And that stuff, bring that in and just watching you guys go crazy and ham, and even just scenes of like just talking or being in that medical tent and everything, and it all just came together like in a way that was just so fun. Like just very like it's like even I caught myself just doing photos. Now I've already done photos of like Barry and Greg and Charlie and everybody, and I'd shot with Linda and Eric before as well. So like I was like, okay, this is like no big deal. I'm not gonna panic or anything like that. It's gonna be fun. I know what I'm doing. I take photos on movie sets. This is easy. But it was just standing there taking those photos, watching everything unfold. It was just like, wow, you could like 9-year-old me would never have believed this. Because that's when I think it was about 8 or 9 when Resident Evil 1 came out, and I discovered it then, and you could not tell myself that was going to be the future for me. If my future self like came back to talk to my younger self would probably kick my future self in the nuts. It's like you're lying.
Right in the nerd dogs.
Yeah, it's just, again, it is such a surreal part. And but like Andy, so like, what was some of this like your favorite things to shoot that you got to do? Like, not even just shoot, like if there was fight scene stuff too. Like,
yeah, actually, oh, the fight scenes were so much fun. It was tough because I'm a deconditioned mom, but my stunt double Sasha told me that I could tell everybody that I did my own stunts. So no, she was badass. I swear there's some photos of us together where I literally cannot tell us apart.
I know.
It's like they nailed it when they picked her. And it was just so much fun, like the bar scene too, the desert scenes where, you know, we were practicing, and they were just, Eric and all them, they knew a lot of us. I guess like this was kind of like our first time really delving into the stunt world before. Like I had done stunt stuff before, but that was like when I was in my 20s. I was way better at that stuff when I was younger. And so they were very patient with me, and they were very understanding, and I was just insanely impressed. I think one of the things that stuck out the most for me was the desert scene when we were literally fighting the sunrise. And we had off on one side, we had the stunt crew doing their thing. And then on the other side, like the actors were doing one thing, and we're like filming multiple scenes at once. And it was intense. And somehow, by the grace of the gods, we got it filmed just as the sun was rising. And then I remember that group shot at the end. It looked like that one photo, like where the STARS members are all posing together near the helicopter. And I was just like, this is just unreal. Like, this is just... Yeah, no, I think I basically had fun filming everything. I think this is so random, but it was when Cody and Joe and Linda were filming their scenes in the medical tent. We were off to the side, and we were trying to be as quiet as humanly possible.
Yep.
However, there was this tiny little mouse.
Yes.
And it was just like, that made me so happy. Like, we were all just hanging out with the mouse while like Cody and Joe were like trying to kill each other, and Chris is coming in, and Charlie's coming in, and they're all trying to like, they're screaming at each other, and I'm like, oh, mouse. So it was just, I don't know. It was a really fun time. It was the highlight.
Dude, like
that thing was cute.
Oh my
right?
God,
I got some photos of it. We fed it a bug, and it was going to town on the bug and eating it. And
the bug was almost, it was a tiny little beetle, and the bug was almost bigger than the mouse.
Yeah.
Like, that's how
baby
tiny
mouse.
the mouse was. He was having like, it was like an epic battle between the beetle and the mouse.
Yeah. I think you went and got it some like meat from the catering table. I think
that
you did.
was Linda. Yeah,
Linda
Linda.
did, yeah.
She got him some food. Oh my God, it was magical. It was
So Joe and I are acting our hearts out, and y'all are feeding the mouse some meat.
Yeah.
That's right.
Cool, fine.
Well, I mean, you know, we would have brought you guys food too, you know.
You can just say I'm a shit actor. It's okay. She's like, yeah, that's cool, but look at the mouse, everyone.
The mouse. It's not every day you see a mouse, okay?
You can't just Google that, you know. Like, Google images mouse, nothing.
I just remember like all of us like arriving, because like we actually, I mean, that medical tent. So for what a lot of people don't know about that medical tent scene is that wasn't the original medical tent. The other one like blew over or whatever it was.
Oh, it got destroyed.
Oh yeah, because like we were supposed to be far away from that, like the horse stable and the house.
Yeah.
And that was a little bit down the road, closer to that where that porta potty was, and having to run out there in the middle of the dark.
The
That was not
10-minute
fun.
walk to the porta potty.
Dude, I just went behind the like, what was it, the big RV and stuff like that, like the
It's on our
vehicle.
property, Tony. You can't just do
Yeah.
that.
I didn't go on it. But no, like
Dug a hole.
but like, yeah, like it was this medical tent that Andrew had set up, and it just crumbled in the wind. And we were lucky because it was some kind of weird, I don't know, like this awning for, I guess, like tractors or something. It was weird. It didn't have any like siding halfway up, and then all of it was covered. So like Andrew worked his magic with everyone, and we put the tarps up and everything, and it looked like a medical tent. It was great. I think it worked out better.
Yeah,
I
it looked
agree, honestly.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And the
Like
fact
that-
that we had so much more space in there to work with than we would have
Oh,
with the original medical
Oh,
tent.
oh yeah, especially for the scuffle that the fight scene that you guys had in there with you and Charlie.
Dude, I wanted to go nuts with that scuffle, but because we didn't have Eric Fuchs wasn't on set that day, it's like a liability thing. You have to have, I think, a stunt coordinator on set if anyone's gonna like drop to their knees or something like that. But I I wanted to go crazy with it. I wanted Charlie to toss me over one of the gurneys and shit.
Yep.
Knock a bunch of stuff over.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted
I remember you
Frank.
talking about that. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, I remember like giving you guys some pointers because we didn't have like the fall pads and stuff, so we had to fake the fall, which
That's what it
worked out
was.
fine. Like it worked out great, and like
Yeah.
that scene that like a lot of people haven't realized it yet, but that scene that you guys shot of the two of you scuffling there, that's cut from Resident Evil 5, where Chris like tackles Wesker on that the airplane thing, and like Wesker just like knees him and then elbows him and throws him into the
yes.
railing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was
Yeah.
cut right from RE5, and I really loved that fact that they did that. It was so cool.
I think Beggy explained that to me because I was like, Beggy, why don't I just punch him? Why am I going for a double leg takedown? And she's like, because in Resident Evil 5. I'm like, oh.
Beggy's got it all mapped out in a way that none of us can understand. Like
she's
we all start off on the
brilliant.
same road, and then she splits off into 7 different versions of Beggy, and somehow it all comes together. Meanwhile, all of us are like, I don't think we took the right turn at Albuquerque. Like, where are we, Beggy? Because she's so good at that. Like she's really good at like just going the distance with that stuff. She's amazing.
That woman is an anomaly. Like she is not only is she like an encyclopedia for Resident Evil, it's just like the amount of things she can handle and tackle all at once and do, and the fact that I can't think about or do more than one thing at a time, like single tracked mind. She's got like a 7-lane highway up there. She can do so many things and process so much shit at once. And I'm like,
Yep.
oh, my ADHD brain is scared of you.
And she makes it look so effortless.
Like Beggy handles jokes and everything. Like she always call like people like me. She'll call, oh, you're the big cheeked man. You're the big cheeked man and stuff.
She does do that voice.
Yeah, and it's so funny. And she's like, she calls me mommy for whatever reason. She calls JJ Nene, which is like short for dad and stuff. It's so funny. And I'll have like these, like I'll go off on like these tyrants, and she'd be like, no, mommy, no, you've got to calm down, mommy. she's such a gem, dude. Like I am so glad she joined the team because she's just like never gets mad about anything. Always is smiling, and that's like what makes me afraid of her the most, because I feel like one day she's just gonna like reveal that she's been a serial killer all these years.
Plot twist, she's Dexter.
Oh god, yeah, like that stunt stuff that we were talking about. Yeah, like the things we got to do, the stuff you guys got to do, it was nuts. Like Annie talked about like some of the stuff she got to do with Sasha and everything. And again, yeah, you couldn't tell the two of them apart when they were in costume and stuff. It was amazing.
Crazy.
You really couldn't. And then like Cody, you were just like, I'm gonna do my own stunts and everything. But pad, I don't need no pads. I don't need a no, I'll just do this. Just tackle me. And like, dude,
Yeah.
that scene of you of getting tackled by Merlette when he was in the mask,
Oh,
dude.
man.
That was I got that. I took a photo of that happening. That was like the most purest football tackle I've ever seen. That's not in an NFL game. Like,
I told him to, man. I'm like, give me the mustard, dude. I'm like, I'll jump so you get height, but like, fucking put that shit into me. I want it to look good.
dude, he lifted you so far from that tackle. It was great.
Oh yeah, I was like, oh, I could see Canada from here.
Oh my
that
God.
was great, man.
Yeah, no, that was perfect. And like, dude, like you and Pat too, like the stuff that you got to do with Pat was insane. So for those of you who don't know, Pat was our stunt double for Eric, who was Wesker. And Pat, I've got a picture of Pat and him sitting next to one another, and it's literally like father and son. It's scary. Like they're both just there, just staring, like out.
They did look good, yeah.
I was like, my God, dude, this is perfect. And you couldn't really tell them apart, like when like the film happened and stuff. Like they were really in sync with like what they needed to do. And like you guys, I mean, there was that scene like where he just fucking boots you, dude.
Oh, the exchange.
Yeah.
Dude, I loved going through that. Pat's so awesome, man. I had so much fun working with everybody, but like I think I was probably the most physical with Pat. So he's like walking me through the sequence and everything, and he's like, "Can you take a boot? Are you comfortable taking a boot? Here, like fake it, pretend I just kicked you." Like,
yeah,
they were all just so professional, man. And God, it was so much fun. Like, that night I discovered a love that I didn't know I had. I'm like, I think I love stunt work. I think I might push acting aside.
Break down my body for the arts. Let's go.
It's broken anyway. Why not?
What's a couple more fractures and hairline broken bones there, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah,
we even did some stunts that didn't really make the final cut.
Yeah.
Or not some stunts necessarily, but like there's one scene where like I jump onto his back, and in the final version he just piece of shit tosses me right off. But I'm actually in the script, and we filmed it, I get stabs on him.
Yeah.
Like, I fucking jab him 5 times, and I was reading it, I'm like, oh dude, I'm the only one that gets offense on you. Fuck yeah. Finally Vaughn doesn't get his ass completely kicked. Well, we cut that.
Oh, poor Vaughn.
Yeah, I think it was like, oh shit, he doesn't have any stab wounds though. We gotta cut it.
He heals. So does his clothing. The clothing of God will heal.
It's all cellular, you see.
It just that just reminds me of like sometimes like on Power Rangers Unworthy, like our director and some of the other people are like, oh wait, no, like that wasn't in the last frame. We can't change that. And it just it's always something. I feel like it's sometimes it's very minuscule. That's why I love my director Jordan over at Power Rangers, and when I work with Eric over there too, because like we all just have the same wavelength of like mind and how shit should go. But like when stuff like that happens, it just brings me back to that whole thing of what was it? What's his name? Played Luke Skywalker. Mark Hamill was talking about when in Star Wars when they were in that trash compactor and they're all wet, and then the next scene they have dry hair. And he's like, yeah, but shouldn't my hair still be wet after that? And Harrison Ford's like, listen,
it's not that kind of movie.
If we're all looking at your hair, we're in big trouble. I'm like, I'm sure no one's looking at Wesker's turtleneck healing itself, but I get it, but like that just reminds me of that right there.
I think that was a win too, because I didn't see a single comment that was like, oh, you can tell that's not Wesker. I think everyone thought they were doing their own stunts.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, well, I mean, like it's just we found, I think the only one who was doing stunts for an actor that didn't really look like that actor was Charlie's stunt double. And because he was,
yeah. Shit.
Yeah, I can't remember his name. Good dude. I had a blast chatting with him and watching him work.
I think I just followed him on Instagram.
Yeah, I was gonna say you should have it on there. But yeah, he was like the only one. But even then, during filming, his scenes were like flawless. So you thought it was Charlie. Like that's good camera work and good framing.
Oh fuck yeah, with the suplex.
Oh yes.
Yeah, that was badass.
Yeah. So for you guys who don't know,
Mike Kirk.
Mike, yes, that's what
Mike
it was.
Kirk.
I thought like my brain was calling him Scott for some reason.
He calls him Scott.
Yeah, he does. But like he suplexed Pat and everything. That was beautiful.
Honestly, I had so much fun doing the stunts. I'm like, let's do more. Let's just add some shit in.
Dude, we got to get you down in New York for Power Rangers later in the year if we're still filming late stuff and need things. Like you'd have so much fun. It's just all day doing crazy shit. It's fun.
Dude, don't tease me with that because I watched Fall Guy yesterday, and I'm like, fuck, I gotta go do some stunts.
He's got an itch now.
Well, like, so
I do.
Yeah, no, like, dude, like,
and
it
can only be scratched with pain.
Like, the thing of it is, like, I noticed about, like, especially with, like, you and Annie, like, you both had never really acted that much before, and people were talking about Annie seeing the bar. They were talking about your scene with, like, Chris and just, like, grilling him in his face, and the two of you just, again, nailed it in a way I don't think a lot of people were expecting. I think people were just expecting a good, honest adaptation of characters that we love, and then you guys just come in, and you're just like, we're here to play. Because Annie, like you, like I mean, those scenes in the bar, like when you had those PTSD flashbacks and heard like Wesker and they had Eric right there, like talk about that, like that was some good acting right there, dude.
Thank you. That took a lot out of me, just because
you might have to move closer to your microphone.
Oh. Is this better?
There you go.
No, it took a lot out of me.
No, she's good.
It's okay. This is like a serious conversation. No, it's all good. Basically, I unfortunately, not to be too TMI, but I have suffered CPTSD for a good portion of my life, and I've had many episodes where I've been triggered, where I have had flashbacks, and I just kind of use that real life experience. And it was actually really difficult because I used real life experiences and I pulled from that. So it was emotionally draining, but I'm glad it came off on screen as genuine, and I'd do it all over again.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
first off,
it's
sorry you've been through that, because I mean, I think a lot of people, don't talk about stuff like that when it happens to
yeah.
them, and the fact that you're playing a character that is considered one of the like greatest female characters in all of video games and such, and people out there may be in the same situation you've been, and they see like you playing this, strong, brave character, and yet there's trauma behind your own life that can inspire people or make people feel like, oh wow, other people go through this too. I mean, like I've always said, like from what you and I have talked about on a personal level and stuff, like you are literally one of the strongest people that I know, like from what you've told me that you've been through and stuff. And it's like I'm really glad that because a lot of people do that. They take a lot of like trauma from life and put it into like their acting and stuff. Like, I mean, my buddy, when we were doing Power Rangers a couple of years ago, he learned to cry on command. He just thought about like all this like horrible stuff and from his life and things he'd gone through, and this guy just learned how to cry on command like the day of.
Yeah.
And so like, again, that kind of stuff, while it is terrible it happens, it's great that people can emulate that into a way and make people show it's like, hey, you can still go through a lot of stuff and still be okay despite
Exactly.
anything that happened before. And I think that's like a great message for a lot of women out there too, that might want to get into acting or anything in the sort, that might be afraid or they don't have the range.
Yeah, absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
think that's also a great hallmark of a good actor, Annie. Like when you're able to pull from something that carries a lot of negative weight to it, and you can channel that into your portrayal of a character, you're kind of converting that energy into something positive. Not to get all like deep about it and shit.
No,
Like,
you have a solid point. Yeah, absolutely.
because like it just, your performance came off so genuine that I was mad that I wasn't on set that night. But when I saw the first draft version of the film, I'm like, oh my god! I'm like, Annie's fucking great, dude. What the fuck? Like, damn.
Thank you.
I mean, I swear to God, I think that like if you and I were there, I think you, me, Ethan, and even like Greg would have just went up and started hugging her afterwards.
Probably. I'm like weirdly protective of her and Ethan.
Yeah. Aww.
They must be protected.
Yeah.
Whenever we're walking around, I'm like watching anyone that's getting near.
Yeah. It's fabulous.
Oh my god. I
Cody-
changed my
Cody's-
mind. Take her.
I can see you
away.
doing like doing the bodyguard thing for like Kevin Costner, Whitney Houston, or whatever it was. Like, but it's you and Ethan instead, and like just
Aw.
there's Annie just in the corner, like the fuck.
Guilty.
Just have that song, and like okay, the next time we're all hanging out, we're doing that. I don't care. We're doing that.
Yeah.
We'll just have you lift Ethan up and just Annie in the back being like, "What the fuck? We're doing it."
Drive the contract, man. Sign me in. Sign me on. Sorry, I'm tired. English hard. Why are we doing this at night? It's past Annie's bedtime.
I know, it's way past my bedtime. It's almost
Yeah,
10
it's
o'clock
true.
at night.
But yeah, so we've covered a lot from the movies and stuff. Nothing else I can think of except for talking about, I guess, like, because we've talked about the games and stuff. What, like, I mean, we've all played pretty much most of the games throughout our lives and stuff like that. What is you guys' favorite entry? What's your favorite game?
Ooh, that's a
Annie,
loaded
we'll have you
question.
go first.
Oh, gee, thanks.
Yeah, you go first. Do it. Go.
The one that says this is hard. You go first.
Dude, I'm a human loading screen, all right? I take a while to form thoughts.
Just that circle going around his head. Boom.
Like, I don't think I've ever played a Resident Evil game. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, go ahead.
Honestly, Resident Evil Director's Cut will always have a special place in my heart. That hands down, just because that was my first introduction to the series. Loved the remake. Loved 2. It's hard. I love them all in their own, like, because they're all different. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but I really, Tony, you had to put me on the spot like this.
It's what I do.
Yeah.
I'm an asshole.
Oh, geez. I know, we love you still anyway.
Yeah, I'm a likable asshole. I get it.
Hey,
no, I mean,
was
like,
my college nickname.
Look at all you going to college and stuff. I just took photos after school and just be like, I don't need college. I'll just do photos. No, I mean, like, the thing of it is, Resident Evil 1, I mean, that's a great one to say because, you know, a lot of people will go with, like, the original Resident Evil 2, and then later fans will go with Resident Evil 4, and then newer fans will either do RE7, RE2 remake. And, you know, Resident Evil 1 was just unlike anything people ever expected. I mean, this game came out before, like, things like Tekken 3 and how beautiful that game was, and Metal Gear Solid, which came out like 2 years later. So, you know, Resident Evil, like, sticks with a lot of us in the row. While, like, you know, like, for JJ, his is like RE2 is his favorite, but RE1 holds a special place because he's just so enthralled in that. Andrew's the same way. Andrew, like, you know, loves those original games because that was his childhood, you know, along with Dino Crisis. And, you know, it's RE1 paints itself, like, a lot of the newer fans coming in don't like to play the older games. They don't like the tank controls, all the discourse that's been happening these last couple months about this stuff. But people who are not listening to them that are new are going back and they're discovering, wow, yeah, I see why RE1 is so loved. This is great. I mean, yeah, you look at it now. I mean, I remember being petrified of RE1 when that first came out back in the day.
Oh, fucking turning around zombie.
Yeah. Oh,
haunted my dreams.
Oh, God, dude. Like, my nightmares intensified. Like, no therapy on earth could have saved me. Like,
play Silent Hill to calm down.
Love that game too.
But it's just so true though. Like that RE1 was unlike anything, because I kind of akin it to like George A. Romero's, you know, Dawn of the Dead, where, you know, didn't really see stuff like that before. And like I remember like my mother and other people from that era who like grew up watching those, like, oh yeah, that was, you know, amazing to us back then, because we'd never seen horror of that level. You know, and that was kind of like our Dawn of the Dead was Resident Evil 1, because, you know, the dogs coming through the darkness, ripping into Joseph.
Oh, God,
and
when they jump through the glass windows in that hallway.
Right? Yep. Or just like you can't, like, you turn a corner and all of a sudden there's like a zombie just grabs you during the gameplay, and, you know, the fucking snake. Like, again, like RE1, I understand why people love that so much, because it does more than I think a lot of people realize. Plus, again, at the time, and this is something that I have in like the retrospective series I got coming out on the channel. I do talk about this, but Shinji Mikami, he's a guy that was actually much like us. He gets afraid very easily. So that's why when he was brought on, that was perfect. He didn't think so, but then he thought, okay, let's work on gameplay and do storytelling in a separate way. Storytelling is kind of an RPG thing. And so the brilliance of the storytelling that really adds to the fear is those journals. RE1's journals tell so much.
Keeper's Diary, man.
Yeah, that's right. Keeper's Diary, which is a little film that we at Row put together. I don't know if you guys have heard of that, but it's pretty nice. Pretty good. I like it.
Shameless self-promotion.
Very, very, very. And especially since I couldn't be there at the time. Because my dad was in the hospital, so I wasn't able to go and film, so I was so bummed out for that. But
I didn't know that.
But yeah, like it, you know, like, I mean, it's just such a good game. I mean, Cody, what's the game that does it for you for Resident Evil? What's your favorite?
Oh man,
We're still
gotta
on the
be
loading
Resident Evil
screen.
Survivor. It's the best.
Really?
No.
Okay,
Not
I was
really.
I was gonna be like, wait a minute, you talking to my pal Proxy? Because Proxy trolls us like that all the fucking time.
I actually do like it, but not because it's a good game.
No, Survivor's good. I like Survivor. Its story
It's
is one of the darkest in Resident Evil.
Oh, 100%, which I think is like, what just goes over so many people's heads unless you actually like pay attention to all the fucking diaries and shit you find. Oh my god. Am I allowed to swear on this?
Fuck yeah, I've been doing it all night.
Okay. For me, also I chuckle every time you say Resident Evil Director's Cut, because all I hear is the basement theme. Every time someone mentions Director's Cut, I'm like, ugh. I think for me personally, probably Resident Evil 3 Nemesis.
Yeah, let's go.
Ooh,
I think it's
nice.
such an underappreciated title, and to me, it's just like the culmination of everything that makes the original Resident Evil games great, just perfected. And Nemesis is, dude, he's so memorable. He's still cameoing in like other obscure games, like arcade games in Japan and shit. I don't want to talk about the remake.
I don't want to talk about the remake.
Just realized I did that with my fingers. Because Resident Evil 1 was the first one I played, obviously, but there was something about 3 that just I might have played it the most. And I know that was kind of when Resident Evil started to sort of pivot towards action a little bit more, but it wasn't at the level of Resident Evil 4 was. It still felt like a perfectly balanced survival horror with just the right amount of action elements for me. And I love the story because, like, dude, it's Jill Valentine. She's back.
Right?
Like, how can you not?
I mean, yeah, you're right, because that game just does so much. It does so much for so many people, and I agree. Like, it was very underappreciated when it came out, because I call it what's called the Final Fantasy VII effect. Final Fantasy VII came out and still eclipsed its future games until 10. Like, don't get me wrong, people played 8 and 9 back in the day, but 7 just kept being talked about, and it was beloved. And Resident Evil 2 was so beloved by people because it's what put the franchise on the map, that 3 got overshadowed, but it still sold great, and it was a hit with fans. But 2 was the one that everybody kept talking about. So now all these years later, I see these people jumping back to 3, like, or they're going to play 3 for the first time, and like, oh my god, I missed so much and everything. And you know, it's really just such a great game.
It's just something special, man. Like I said, it's just like they took everything that they did right with 1 and 2 and just perfected everything in 3. But yeah, you know, you're absolutely right. 2 was the one that like eclipsed everything else. That's the one everyone was talking about. And I don't know, like I don't really think one had a stronger story than the other per se. But I don't know, just for me personally, Resident Evil 3 Nemesis is the one that like I always went back to, and I always had like the most memorable moments with. But like I played 2 and 1 just as much. Like, fuck, man, there's so many Resident Evil games that I love. Like the other one that I'm nuts for, and I don't even want a remake, dude. I just want like a remaster or a port, is Resident Evil Outbreak.
Yes.
Why has that not been brought back yet? Fuck.
You know, Capcom tried with that, and a lot of companies, when one thing fails, they'll never do it again. And Capcom, I don't think, understands the importance of Outbreak, because that was a game that came out well before its time. That was like early era PS2, and you know, everybody knows the story. You can't. There's no keyboard
ahead
option,
of its time.
right? It's great. I mean, me and the team, like the first time we played it was like 8 years ago on the row, and we heard that it could go online, and we're like, wait, what? And we were following it, we're setting it up, and it's just like, oh my god, this is the experience. Because I played the shit out of Outbreak 1 and 2 on the PS2 back in the day.
Just
Again,
with bots.
couldn't go online with it, but it was there, and it was absolutely amazing with everything that we got to do with it, and I absolutely fucking loved it. It was tremendous, and just the sheer magnitude of the characters all being completely different, all with their own skills and strengths and weaknesses. And I gotta tell you, like, I play fighting games online. I've been doing it for years. I play Halo online, and the best online experience is Outbreak, a game that isn't even officially online by Capcom anymore. Like,
Right. I know. I have to download the Japanese servers and shit if I want to play online with my buddy or whatever. It's been a while since I've set up. I can't remember exactly how it's done.
yeah,
But still, like in 2002 or whatever, like nobody has an online PlayStation 2. I didn't even know they could do that. I didn't know anyone that was like, yeah, I'm gonna go home and play some PlayStation 2 Call of Duty 1 online. Yeah.
It's like
Not a thing. So, I think. I don't know.
it's crazy, man. I mean, Annie, did you ever play Outbreak yourself?
No.
No? I can see the comment section now. They're gonna be like, "Oh, fake fan.
Yeah,
she didn't play
fake
this game to
fan.
completion. Oh, she's fake. Oh, she did Resident Evil 1 because she's Jill Valentine. That's why she hasn't played anything else past."
Should have casted her as a zombie.
I mean, I get like, nah, people aren't gonna be like that. No, I mean, like the thing is, like, the problem is Outbreak is not available for a lot of. It's not available for digital download, and for whatever fucking reason, I don't know what caused the spike, but Outbreak on eBay is like $100 now.
That's insane.
Yeah,
Really?
the physical versions.
Wow.
So I still have all my copies.
Same.
I bought it like 3 times. I stole it from Roger.
Hell yeah, I've got a couple of them myself.
Or no,
But yeah, like
Blockbuster.
I think you can get Outbreak File 1 for like 60, 70, but I've seen Outbreak going 2 for like 100, like for 80, 90 to 100. And all. It's insane. And again, yeah, people want this, and Capcom, needs to try to revisit it. Or, I mean, like I said, I don't know if they still have the source code to bring it online official, but it's like, bro, a bunch of people online with no budget, and they aren't a big company, made this go online. You can too.
Yeah.
I mean, the way I see it, if they can re-release the original trilogy on Steam like they just did a week ago, which was like my 12th fucking time buying all those games, maybe put Outbreak on there once? I don't know. Fuck. I get frustrated when I talk about Outbreak.
Oh, I-
'cause,
I-
the
Aw.
potential.
I'm so frustrated. Yeah, so frustrated. Get out of here.
Get to the Outbreak now!
I play
Man,
my Outbreak
Capcom.
wherever I want. I don't have to go and hide like you.
Yeah, Annie, we're gonna have to set you up with Outbreak. We're gonna have to figure it out.
I would love to. I think what it was is I had it and I tried it, but I was having issues, and then I think I was in the middle of moving at the time, so that's why I never got a chance to truly like sit down, play it, enjoy it, that kind of thing, unfortunately. And then life happened, and
Yeah,
I know, I feel like-
Requiem first.
oh my god. You guys are calling me out left and right on everything. I feel like a horrible Resident Evil
Look,
fan
we don't
right
we
now.
don't hold it against you. You've got a
Is
job.
this
you've got
not the pick on any show? Am I on the wrong set?
See, we wouldn't be like, honestly, if Greg was here, we wouldn't be getting away with this. He'd just put his arm right around her and be like, "Okay, Greg, we're good. We won't say anything else."
Uncle Barry, where are you?
Don't
like-
throw me on the Barbie.
Dude, I remember just like when we were at a con a couple of weeks ago. We all went out after the convention. It was me and JJ and Charlie and Barry and Greg and a couple of the others, Brandon and a couple other people that were there. And I just remember me and Greg at the end of the table just telling like the dirtiest fucking jokes, anything, and stuff you really probably shouldn't be saying at a dinner table because it's not proper etiquette. It's nothing like racist or anything like that. It was just disgusting. Like, all right, I'll tell the joke because this is one from a buddy of mine. He told me this joke years ago, and I totally bought into it because I didn't know it was a joke at first when he was saying it. So the story goes, and I said this to Greg. I was like, Greg, if you went camping and you woke up with Vaseline all over your ass, would you tell anybody about it? And he's like, oh no, mate, that's disgusting. And I was like, good, you want to go camping? And it just and like him and Charlie, like it was like, ah.
Who told you about the Vaseline?
Like we had so much fun and like just telling jokes like that. Like we couldn't, like, he was dying laughing from it. And like Charlie, bless his soul, like he's just there, just big smile on his face when he finally got it. Because it was the same thing with me. My best friend told me, I didn't realize he was setting up for a joke. I thought this was like a serious conversation. And I've known this kid for like 30 years and he's never serious. So he's that good. But it's like, I remember like just JJ and Corey at the other end of the table. It's like, I think we should be down there. What the hell's happening? What? Like,
It's like, oh man, we're having fun down there.
oh dude, it was
Cool
just
kid
so,
table.
it was so funny.
You
Like,
guys
we
can
just-
come down, but you got to bring Vaseline.
Oh my god.
We're running low.
Dude, it's just like the jokes we made and stuff. Like, again, like Greg was just, he's such a fucking trooper. And we just, the laughter from it, again, like it's so funny being around those guys. They're just average Joes, Barry, Greg just loves having a drink, everything, and just being around everybody. Super friendly. Like, dude, him and Charlie's table at the convention we were at. Oh my god, like. Greg would just come over every time and steal the Magnum that I had for him for the photo shoot that I was going to do. And I had it at the table. And the whole weekend, like when I'm talking to people, I'm twirling it and stuff. And he'd come over and he'd just take the gun from me. He's like, I'll bring it back. And he's just with all the like these Resident Evil like cosplayers and fans and stuff. And he's absolutely. And then like he got like a bunch of girls together and took a great like group photo with them. I think Alice was actually in that photo.
Oh, Alice!
For those who don't know, Alice was one of the zombies that was in the movie that was in the cave, and you can see her photo when Cody and everybody else are like looking through the files in that red room with the paintings. She's the redhead with the pretty eyes.
She's gorgeous.
Her character name is Zoe Porter.
Zoe Porter, yes, Zoe Porter. No, she's a gem.
Regrettably had to shoot her.
Yeah,
oh, that's right.
But you know what? It came from a friend. It came from a place of love.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't know it at the time, but it can.
No, she is such a gem. She actually like she was at that convention. Like I said, I just saw her walk in dressed as Ada, and I'm sitting at the table, and I'm like, because I had no idea she was going to be. I guess my brain just for whatever reason kept telling me she lives in Alabama. I don't know why. Like. Whenever I get
Virginia,
in my head when someone lives, whenever I get into my head about like where someone lives, or I think that's where they live, it never leaves.
Yeah.
She was only like I think 2 hours from the con or whatever it was. So,
Oh, wow.
it was great. It was great. It was great seeing her and being on set with her. Like in her Claire was so cool. She kept asking. She's like, "Oh yeah, Tony, like, can I like when you're done shooting with Linda and Charlie, can I get in there with a photo for them?" I was like, "Yeah, dude, of course." And like. She was like,
I know she's so friggin' adorable, and I
Right?
feel like she's so polite and shy because she did the same thing after I think maybe it was Vegas when we were playing ping pong. They were doing that event at the bar, and she's like, "When you get a second, I'm too shy. Can you please ask Charlie and Greg if we can get a photo together?" And I just wanted to hug her and be like, "Oh, of course, anything for you."
That's right. I actually got that really cool photo of Greg and the two of you at the Mexican restaurant with like his arm around you guys sitting in the
candid
booth, whatever.
shots. Yes.
Yeah,
Candid.
Yes.
Yes.
I
Oh
had
my god.
no
Like,
idea. He's a ninja. I had no
Yeah,
idea he
he's
was
good.
taking those photos.
Yeah. I take photos. Yeah.
There's a lot of pictures of me that I didn't know.
I know, right?
Well, I told you I deleted the ones from the bathroom, so
Oh.
I told you to save those ones.
Oh shit. Oh shit. That's right. Oops.
That's it. I'm returning the Vaseline. This is bullshit.
Oh.
Can't take you guys anywhere.
But no, I mean, like that's what I do. Like, I mean, because I know, like, when I first joined Power Rangers 6 years ago, my director has always thanked me for coming down and doing because I'm like a 5-6 hour drive sometimes, depending on when I leave, and
Oh, wow.
they're always so happy that I'm there because ever since I joined, there's like we have photos for years. I mean, you guys saw me with my camera. I don't fucking stop.
Yeah.
I'm like a hummingbird on crack. And
Great
like
way
sometimes
to put
like
Like crack on a hummingbird.
and I swear to God, like sometimes Cody just knew the lens was on him and he'd just go full max pain and just be like,
Dude,
Blue
I got like
steel.
that Tobey Maguire instinct. I can feel the camera when it's on me. I'm like, and I just try and ruin the shot.
there's that one great shot where it looked like you were doing the blue steel fit. Yeah.
Yes, that one.
Funny enough, the other zombie that was there at the shoot, Emilio, Mr. Nice Guy, I did a photo shoot for him and Alice when we were in Vegas and of their Claire and Leon. And at one point, someone just like started shouting out stuff, and like someone I think behind us said like blue steel or whatever, and he just did it, and I got the photo. I think that's like, is that when? I think that may have been when like she was spraying his hair with the hair.
Oh yeah,
Right.
dude, fixing his hair.
Yeah,
Nice.
I think
First
that's
aid
when he
spray.
did the blue steel.
Beautiful.
Fucking love it. Yeah, no, like I said, just great times with everybody that we've met on this journey. Like I said, it's just been absolutely incredible. And then Annie, like we get to shoot in a couple of weeks.
Yes, I'm so excited. I'm nervous but excited.
What?
Cody
What are you
is-
guys doing?
Cody is so angry.
We invited you, Cody. You said
Oh.
no.
No, my job said.
Stupid job.
Stupid job.
No, like so, like we've been trying to plan like photo shoots and stuff like that. I don't even think we've nailed. I think like we've nailed down like you doing a Jill cosplay and obviously Laura Croft because you're obviously Laura Croft. So, but yeah, because like I had this plan, like I wanted, because like we got woods behind my house and stuff, and I wanted to go out there like with her, like with a torch and like actually like wrap it up, set it on fire, and just shoot with the actual fire and almost no other lighting. Anything. I think that
glorious.
Would be right, because well, like I've done that with my friend who cosplays Jill, and I gave her for the photo shoot, and as a thank you for always shooting with me, I gave her a stars lighter. And we were at a convention, it was like 2 years ago now almost, and we just used the lights from the lighter and the small like dim lighting on the back of the hotel on the patio that we were on, and it was like awesome. It felt like right out of RE1 remake and stuff. It was great. So that's kind of the stuff we're planning. Plus I have a friend who does Lupo from Operation Raccoon City, so she's gonna join us.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nobody ever talks about Operation Raccoon City. I like it.
Right? I love it. No, I played so many hours of that with my friends and stuff, and Rose played it too. Like we played it too.
I used to play it on the Xbox 360, dude.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So excited.
Man.
I mean, but yeah, like that's the stuff we got planned for Annie and stuff. But I mean, again, dude, like obviously we want you to come visit when your contract is up and all that stuff. Obviously, we'll get you down here and stuff, and then all of us can like hang out and stuff and plan something.
A reunion.
Because I did want to try to also get like Mr. Nice Chai and like Baz out here at the same time too. I was kind of hoping to get them to come visit, because like my house is big enough to house so many people. So fingers crossed.
No, I'm always down, dude. Like I'm looking for any excuse to get the band back together.
Man's just trying to escape Canada here.
Seriously, please, God, get me out of it. Jesus.
I'm tired of living in this frozen tundra.
The maple syrup's not enough anymore. Dude, if I could pay my rent with syrup. Oh.
Didn't I make that joke that like you were fighting bears in the woods or something like that when you said you were training? Didn't I say so. That? Like, yeah, like you were like just out in the woods, just training and just surviving off of maple syrup and fighting bears.
That explains a lot.
It does.
Must be why I like the stunts so much.
Next time we see like Cody, he's gonna be accurate RE5 Chris Redfield.
Yeah. I actually started like committed to working out again for the first time in like 6 years, because I played Requiem, and the whole time, mentioned this earlier, like I'm straight, but I'm checking out Leon, and I'm like, damn.
I think even the straightest person was probably checking Leon out.
Oh, dude, I was like, I gotta hit the gym, man. I gotta try and look like Daddy Leon. This is nuts.
I gotta tell you, that whole thirsting of RE9, because like I saw the mods people were doing of him just without the shirt on, and I would send it to my friend, and because she just couldn't stop drooling over him. She's just like so rabid. She's like, I need that man.
Jesus.
That by the way, Annie, that's the one playing Lupo. So you're gonna have fun with her.
I'm so excited.
A lot of sex toys. No.
That escalated.
That just went. That's you've been hanging out with Greg too much, because that's what Greg does. He starts at a 1 and then goes right to 10.
You were the one that was like, oh, she's been thirsting over Leon so hard and drooling.
It's true. I did say
All
that.
I did was say, why not have an object with you? But sorry.
This podcast is broken.
Oh, God.
Anyway, I think
brought to you in part by, oops, I wasn't supposed to say that on air.
I'm done. This man has broke me again.
Like, so thanks for coming.
We never heard from Cody again.
Again, with this group, I don't know how the fuck we locked in to do the shit we did. Because, like, we all just kept having way too much fun on set.
I agree.
I don't know what the future holds, but I hope that we all do get to film something together in the future. I mean, we're all hanging out soon, later in the year, which is great. So,
yeah.
I can't wait for that. This has been great. I appreciate you guys so much.
Thank you for having me.
Hell yeah. But yeah, I think we'll call it quits, because Annie should have been in bed like 2 hours ago.
I actually shouldn't have said that stuff. So I think we're gonna call it quits.
On that note.
Sorry, dude. Shit.
And Cody doesn't sleep like me, so that's fine.
Nah, I'm
Yeah.
up till like 5 in the morning.
Same.
No.
I'm usually working till 5, and then I'm up at like 8. It's fun.
I would die. I
We
need
do on the inside.
I have evolved beyond sleep.
I need my beauty rest.
I have evolved and achieved complete saturation.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
At least you didn't say the other thing.
well played.
Don't say it!
Do it.
Can
no.
I say it in 7 minutes?
After we finished recording, yes.
I quit my own podcast. It's your guys now. You guys handle all the taxes with it and everything.
Cody, it's your podcast now.
I'm Zeno. Not Cody.
Oh, God.
Sunglasses.
Oh my God. Yeah, you gotta be like me. Have sunglasses in every one of your rooms in your house. Which, funny enough, I do. Like, no joke. My buddy went to the bathroom one time. He's like, dude, why is there a pair of sunglasses on the windowsill? I was like, you never know when a flashbang is gonna come through.
You're like the real life version of that GIF of a guy like taking his sunglasses off, and it's just another pair of sunglasses.
So fun story about that. Last year for Toys for Tots, when we were all raising money every year as we do for the kids, we all like Corey and Bob and JJ, when they're together, they literally destroy their bodies for the kids. Bob especially. Bob literally will eat so much spaghetti, go outside in JJ's backyard, throw up, come back in, and start eating more spaghetti for the kids, right? Like, oh, Bob's a beast.
Damn, Bob.
Yeah,
Shit.
he's
Have
awesome.
some garlic bread or something, dude. Calm down.
So he but like, so at the end we were kind of like winding down. We wanted to get more donations from people that we could, because again, like, for the kids. And I said, all right guys, if we get this set amount of money, I'll take my sunglasses off. And the chat was like, let's go. And so we did. And so like, I got up and we hit the goal. I was like, all right guys, here we go. I took the sunglasses, and because I have pretty much all the same pairs, I took it off and the other pair is on underneath.
Smart.
It's just
Well played.
faked
Well played.
everybody. And so then I did it. I took off the sunglasses and everything. So which got more. We got more. I got like a lot of thirsty messages on Twitter. I didn't know how to answer them because I'm not used to that. And everything. And so it was great though. Like, and it was just great to do something like that, because again, no one has ever seen me without my sunglasses on, like, unless like you're filming with me and stuff. So
I was about to say, this whole time I just thought you didn't have eyes under there.
that's the running.
That's what the red's for. Daredevil. Oh, can I be the Punisher?
I do actually have. If you want to be the Punisher, dude, I got a Daredevil cosplay in the other room.
Dude,
I
John
actually-
Bernthal's Punisher, absolutely. When I grow up, I want to be John Bernthal.
But again, thank you guys for giving up your time today. I greatly appreciate it. I know this was kind of a hassle because, like, Annie's like, technology. Ah!
Shirtless boyfriend, help!
Again, yes, Ethan didn't
It's
come
like
in
I
without his
brought a
shirt.
ladder. What's that supposed to do? I don't know, but I got it.
He's lucky he's
All right,
pretty.
well,
Yeah.
all right. Well, again, thank you guys. And if you guys want to follow them, I will have their socials down below, so you can see all the crazy stuff and everything that I've shot for them and from the set of the movie, because I'm always posting that kind of stuff, and so are they. So that being said, thank you all for watching. Please thumbs up and subscribe, because it's free. This day and age, free's a damn good thing. As everybody, I'm One Big Boss, and I'll see y'all next time. Take care. Have a good one.
Adios, muchachos.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Remember to give a thumbs up to this video, as it helps out big time, and don't forget to subscribe if you like videos like this one and video game reviews as well. Also, I stream almost daily, so if streaming games are your thing, definitely subscribe and join in on the fun, and consider becoming a member to help the channel grow, and you'll get your name in the credits here of my videos and other perks depending on the tier levels that you choose. That's it for today. Many thanks, guys, and until the next time, stay safe and have a good one.